simple words, and they stir emotions and feelings across the entire state of Alabama, which can be felt and in many cases starts blood to boiling because rivalries like this define this great sport. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Will kick off to get us underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Looking for room. It's Green. Turning it on. Inside the 50. 30. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Alabama!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. Oh, he missed it. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's the handoff. Oh, better look out! Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Henderson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
Man, you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. There he goes. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
And and they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by volition.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Auburn offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. They'll leave it with him. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty, and they're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. High crowd, roaring noise, down on the Saban field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. He's got it. Wide open spaces. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Guys, Mississippi State and Ole Miss are back at it. Here is the very latest in the Egg Bowl from the Magnolia State. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Now improvising. Got room to work. Oh, what a cut! He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown time. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Arkansas was far from the friendly confines of Fayetteville, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football now.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He now has 62 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They'll try to pop the draw. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got it in the middle. It's Kane. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Wants to throw on first down. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, and they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off play action on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. And I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Russell. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Henderson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of the guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism in his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Tries to get it on the ground. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, these running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure on the ball, especially against this defense that prides themselves on creating takeaways, and the offense, real lucky they jumped on that one.
Looking for a crease, it's Hill. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Russell. Makes the grab. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He has 89 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. On the ground, it's Henderson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The quick out. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Caught near the sticks. It's Edwards. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air. It's Russell. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. Sails one into the middle. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A great catch and run for 6.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is a guy that gets stronger and stronger as the game goes on. After that last run, he's already now got 100 yards rushing.
On the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Hard running there. And runs through another guy. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grab near the marker. It's Wells. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. To the air on first down. Might be looking to run. Breaks into the open. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Hits the accelerator to the right. The tag. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Bringing it back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They'll move the tight end. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wells. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, when he has the strength to get back up, nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll run play action. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 30. He's at the touchdown time. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The tide is rolling as Alabama starts to pull away from Auburn.
Yeah, and Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl, big stage, a lot of hatred, and doing a great job of handling all of that moment.
And Alabama knew coming into this game, you just throw the records out when you're playing your in-state rival, Auburn. What matters is what you do on the field when that first whistle blows. And Alabama simply, in all three phases of the game, they've been better.
He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. So here comes the Auburn offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Davidson. Turns on the Jets. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. Guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you needed some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
The give to the tailback. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Looking for a man. It's Russell. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's two options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
Caught over the middle. It's Edwards. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. And here comes the offense on second down. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. He's got it. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here's the offense on the third play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it on the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give on the option. There he goes. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. And that's one of the challenges the option prevents. They stretch you from sideline to sideline.
There's a lot of different ways, Reese, this running back is going to get involved in this game. Yeah, we're going to see him run between the tackles, but they've got a lot of creative ways they can get him out on the perimeter to try to use his speed, and the option play is one of them.
He's got it on the move. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
All the way out to the 38-yard line, it's a gain of 15.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day, dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every O.
Oh, he's got some space. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Gets away from one, finds room. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Tide with the first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Trying to seal the edge on the right. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
You know, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the back. He might want another play. A designed run for the quarterback. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The latest edition of this in-state passion play is bathed in crimson as Alabama rolls to victory over Auburn in the Iron Bowl. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.